Okay, so we are live with Urban Company. We have Mohit, Sonal from Urban Company, and we have Sohail also joining soon. So I think everybody is very excited to have a conversation with you guys, and we are glad to have you on this event. So let's quickly start. Mohit, why don't you quickly, have an introduction and then tell guys about what you guys are doing.
Sure, awesome. Thanks for organizing this, Neha. Hey, folks, this is Mohit. I am been with Urban Club pretty much from starting. It's been more than 5 years. I work as a director of engineering at Urban Company, and I had Platform Vertical. Platform Vertical is something which solves for core ranging problem statements, be it data engineering, data platform, data science platform, microservice architecture, infrastructure, or security. Okay. Uh, at Urban Company, so Urban Company is pretty much, I think everyone knows about it now, but I will give you a brief from where we started. So we started somewhere around November 2014. That is the first time that we launched our app, and it's been going to be around 6 years on 10th of November 2020. Urban Company is one of the leading service marketplace in India. Now we are expanding in the international cities and countries as well. So we have an international presence in Singapore, Australia, UAE. We have planned to kind of expand from here to 10x in kind of next 3 years. Uh, in terms of what our mission statement is, we are looking to empower millions of professionals in the coming next 3 to 4 years, where they can start earning money where they deserve, right? So in India, if you see that there are a lot of professionals out there, but they are not probably earning a good amount of money, right? So if I talk about salon professional, in any of the salon studio, they generally get the salary of somewhere around 15,000 to 20,000 or 30,000 rupees at max, right? While working on Urban Company, now they are the owner of their own time, and they kind of earning towards somewhere average 70,000 to 80,000 rupees. And few of the professionals who are kind of who are doing a fabulous job, they are quite kind of earning somewhere around 1,50,000 as well. There are a lot of stories where people have kind of have been able to repay all their loans, repay all their debts, and they have taken, bought the houses, bought the cars, and different type of things. So that is one of the things that where we want to appreciate and kind of empower all the professionals out there. This is where also we have a government is also patting our back in terms of that, because this is something in terms of unemployment that Urban Company is trying to solve for the lower middle class and the middle class kind of people, right? And it is across the different categories of 30 to 40 different odd categories over there. Yeah.
Okay, that's great. Yeah, so the flexibility that an individual get, right, in terms of managing their work and managing their studies, I think that is something that is really great because I've interacted with a lot of people who mention that, hey, I'm working with urban company because it gives me flexibility, it gives me
Mhm.
money, and then it also gives me, a flexibility to interact with new clients, otherwise not available in salons if you are just working with
Yep.
one salon.
Yep.
So that's
And
what.
it's just not salon, right? If you talk about, let's say, I have to go for a leave,
Yeah.
right? So I can apply on my platforms, hey, that I am not available for this day to this day, and I will not be getting any leaves. And this is not something that is going to be a penalty for me.
Right.
I can do it because I am the owner of my own time, and I can do the work whatever I want to do. Like
Yeah.
if I am capable of doing only 3 jobs in a day, I can do that. If I'm capable of doing 10 jobs in a day, I can do that. So the pro utilization, the professional utilization, is also one of the key focus area for us.
Right.
That we match the demand with supply in such a way that everyone is getting benefited from the professional's point of view. It's not
Right.
that selected few are only the ones who are getting jobs. It's across the board, right?
Right.
So this
And
is
you're your
something.
own boss. So
Correct, correct. So
that's
you are your own boss, and you are earning a good money. You have a lot of respect in the society now. Um, there have been a lot of stories where, um, for the salon professionals, their husband are actually taking care of all the financials, and their husband has actually left their jobs and helping their wives out in terms of making sure that they are able to reach to the right place at the right time, and they
Right.
are able to fulfill all the jobs whichever they are assigned to, right?
Right. That's great. Yep. So, I'm just wondering, earlier it was Urban Clap and now it's Urban Company. What was the reason behind this whole rebranding that you guys have done?
Yeah, so I think Urban Clap has been there till November 2019. In somewhere around November, December, we rebranded to Urban Company. The
Mm-hmm.
major reason was to kind of because we were going international, we were expanding in Australia, we were expanding in some other countries. We thought of that, there should be a name which is more widely accepted across the board.
Right.
For example, in Australia, clap is not taken the good. It's the word that is not taken in a good way. So we decided that to come up with a name which actually globally accepted, and we do not face, where the people are kind of raising issues in terms of the name. So
Sure.
that is a major reason where we kind of moved away from Urban Clap to Urban Company.
Okay, that's great. So, in terms of the expansion, you recently expanded in Australia and Singapore and UAE.
Mhm.
Are there any more expansion plans across the globe that you're looking at?
Correct, correct. So I think in UAE itself, like we started with Dubai. Now we
Mm-hmm.
have launched Abu Dhabi as well. There is another city which is coming up in Dubai. Sorry, in UAE.
Okay.
In Australia, we started with Sydney, and now we are about to launch Melbourne as well. So we are expanding globally, like in terms of figuring out that what is the right demand supply
Right.
measure that we have, and we launch accordingly. And same has been the strategy for Indian market as well. So, for
Mm-hmm.
example, we are right now present across the globe. We are present somewhere around 18 to 90 cities.
Mm-hmm.
We launched a lot of cities in India as well last year, whether it is Bhubaneswar, Ludhiana,
Right.
Jaipur, right? So these are the tier two cities that we also started penetrating into. So yeah, so in next now probably in India we are at a pace where we have a good product market fit. We are
Mm-hmm.
yet to improve a lot of things over there, definitely. But I
Mm-hmm.
think it's now about the growth from here,
Right.
and our the major plan is to kind of grow from here. So that's why, like for example, in terms of all the work that we are anticipating and all the roadmap that we have, AOP we have for 2021, we are anticipating to grow somewhere around 4x to 5x. Okay, and that is from where we kind of started into the hiring spree. That right now we are somewhere around 100 folks, and we are gunning towards to be 200 250 by end of 2021.
Okay, that's great. So, coming to the hiring, because you mentioned, what is in general your hiring process at Urban Clap?
So I think across various engineering roles, coding is one of the piece that is common across the board, uh, and the design rounds, right? While the level of the coding level of the design rounds changes as the experience grows. So, from example, we have SD1, SD2, SD3, EM, SEM, SD4, all kind of roles, and everyone goes through the written coding test, and then followed by a coding test, another coding test where we kind of figure out the live coding, and
Okay.
then we go in terms of doing the design rounds for low level design, high level design, followed by the knowledge round around the work that they have done, how they have done. We try to push the candidates to kind of think beyond the whatever they have done, and try to modify the problem statement a bit and see whether they are able to come up with, modified answer and the modified version of the designs that they have already worked upon.
Okay.
And we
And
do we, yeah, yeah.
sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
And we are also hiring in the data scientist role as well.
Okay. So, in terms of the whole process, how long it takes? So, you have multiple, coding rounds, interviews, design rounds. But if I'm an individual, I'm applying at Urban Clap. Uh, how long it will take to, get me onboarded in?
So get you get the interview process complete?
Yes, the whole interview process.
Got
How
it.
long it takes?
So I think it depends upon the availability of the interviewer, if
Okay.
and availability of the interviewee. If the person and the candidate is available for the entire day, we generally try to wrap it up in a day itself. If the candidate is not available, then it's where that depends upon their availability. We kind of take it one step at a time or two step at a time and kind of do the process. But we are quite proactive in nature. As soon as we get a good profile that is matching our role, we kind of reach out to them, touch base to them. The written test is kind of shared immediately within 1 hour of interaction with them, and we kind of expect them to come back as soon as possible. If they come back and they're kind of quite proactive, then we also go back in terms of making sure that the interview process gets over as soon as possible.
Okay, that's great. So, when it comes to a skill set that you are hiring for, multiple skills, right? Beyond anything special that you see in terms of the kind of people that you normally hire, apart from
Mhm.
going beyond basically going beyond the keywords in terms of the skill set that you're looking at.
So I think for us, language or particular technology and particular tech stack is not something that we are very much inclined towards. We are inclined towards people who are the problem solver. Given a problem statement, they can enhance that problem statement, figure out the right design, figure out the right architecture, write the right code. And it doesn't matter which language they write the code into, that is not the problem, but how structured the code is, how well defined the variables, how well defined the functions, how well defined their code is, and how much they are covering the edge cases in terms of that is kind of helping us out to understand how much attention into the detail that the person has. That is something which is very important. The person needs to have attention to detail. Then the second part is, like, in terms of the person has to be highly opinionated. Like, the person, even if, especially for the folks who are kind of senior and kind of in the industry for 3 or more than 4 years, they have to be highly opinionated. Probably whenever I ask few of the candidates, they generally do not have the answers for certain questions, uh, because somebody senior to them has taken the call, right? And
Okay.
whether that happens or not, that is a different thing, but it is very important for us that the person understand why the person was solving a certain problem statement.
Right.
if
Sure.
if you are in the company and you have worked over there for 1 year, 2 year, whatever it is very important that you know why you have solved a particular problem statement, what is the impact of it, and why the certain decision taken against the tech stack or against the design, against the architecture, even if certain decisions were not made by you. So yeah, these are the few things technically that we actually look for. Neha, I think you're mute.
Sorry. So, any cultural attributes that you look at?
Cultural attributes, I think, initial stage of Urban Clap, or now it is Urban Company, most of the folks were kind of having some instinct in terms of being an entrepreneur. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That you will find a lot in Urban Company. You will find, whether it is engineering, whether it is business, whether it is operations, whether it is data, product managers, doesn't matter.
Right.
But you will find that there is certain instinct in terms of being an entrepreneur. That gives again a very strong quality that you are actually talking business.
Okay.
You do not make you are talking sense all the time. You are trying to create impact. The end goal is to create the impact.
Right.
You are more of output oriented in terms of figuring out that what exactly we have to achieve in the end goal. And ultimately, uh, then as you are growing up and stuff like that, think about the 10x engineering, right? So 10x engineering is not about that you are putting 10x effort. It's about
Mm-hmm.
you are able to create 10x impact, right? If
Right.
you are able to solve something which is utilized and across the board, and it is kind of solving for 50 developers or 50 employees of UC, and their productivity is kind of getting enhanced, then probably you are actually making a more value add in terms of
Right.
the impact, because you are making the life easier. Whether it
Right.
is employees, whether it is customers, doesn't matter, but ultimately you have to be creating larger impact. So
Yeah.
we align our engineers to kind of think in that manner. That is one thing. The second thing is with that we ask folks to kind of innovate themselves rather than it is to be a top down. We believe in bottom up innovation, where
Sure.
we want all the young engineers, people over there, they have to come back, saying that this is where the things are broken. I think we should do this. This is the idea, and we should probably execute on top of it. It is going to kind of create a lot of impact for you, right? It is going to create impact across the board.
Right.
Uh, the third thing in engineering, which is quite interesting as well, and we kind of go out and say in publicly as well, that where urban company is going probably standing out everywhere is the platform thinking. Uh, so starting from 2015 or 2014, we started with the very basic version of the app, right? But over the period of time, over 2 3 years, we realized that hey, this is something going to be very tough journey, given that we are in the horizontal market rather than the vertical market, where we have to cater the 30 40 different categories. You have to create a tech stack, you have to create platform, you have to create solutions which are across the categories. They are kind of utilized as a plug and play model, instead
Sure.
of kind of you develop for a certain category and so develop again for a different category. So we did not want to replicate it, and that's where we kind of think in terms of that we have to be thinking platform most of the time. Specifically, like for the vertical that I am heading, that is core platform, which is actually solving for across the tech stack, driving the tech stack, how to write code, how to design and stuff like that, how to write a microservice architecture, how to do the events driven architecture and stuff like that. But if I talk about different systems, for example, matchmaking, it is also in a platform, right? So
Right.
you have to bring out the best version out of it, that this particular platform can be plug and play in any category whatsoever, be it
Sure.
pricing, be it cataloging, be it product page, be it home screen, be it matchmaking, be it slot page or anything, or be supply onboarding. It has to work in across the category. So this is one of the third thing that I would say which stands out well in urban company, and one of the very much cultural trait
Okay.
that we value for.
That's great. That's great. So yeah, creating an impact is something that will differentiate the kind of talent that
Yeah,
you're getting and the kind of scale that you are at and the impact that will make in the whole country and across the globe. So that's an important point for everybody who is looking to join Urban Club. So think
correct.
about creating an impact, not about the kind of work that
Yeah,
you're
so
doing.
we are probably not the kind of company where we think that people should just come and work, right? So it's 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 more of an attachment towards the impact
Right.
that we want to see. Any person who is working in urban company do not work in a way that he doesn't know what they are doing and why they are
Right.
doing. Okay, so that is something which is very important for us, that anybody doing or spending their time, they are spending on time on the things which are the top important things. They're not
Sure.
spending time on good to have things. They're not spending time on which probably can work kind of a thing, right?
Okay.
We are
Yeah.
spending time on which makes sense, which are strategic, which has a certain matrix attached to it, which has a certain success criteria, which has a certain vision, which has a certain impact defined to it.
Okay. Yeah, that's great. So we are running a little short on time, but I have a couple of interesting questions for you. So
Yeah.
one question would be, what do you think? It's different to work in your company versus other companies. If you have to define it in like in two sentences,
Different work you are talking about.
how it is different to work at Urban Company versus working in any other company that you
Okay,
have?
got it. So, okay, uh, working in urban company is like working in a place where you get to fun a lot, get to enjoy a lot, plus you get to brag about a lot about the work that you do,
Mm-hmm.
and you also get a piece a lot because of the kind of work that you are doing, plus the kind of work policies and the leave policies that we have in terms of, because we recently announced uh, you know uh, unlimited leaves for taking care of the mental health. That is very important for us, that every employee over here is kind of happy about working here. And whenever the person thinks that, I want certain break, I want to kind of break the monotony, we have something like personal time off as well, which is PTO, that we recently announced for the COVID period, where a person can club their one of the leave with
Mm-hmm.
weekend, so that they can make a long weekend out of it and they can take a time off. So yeah, I don't know the better two sentences. Probably Sonia can provide the better sentences out of it.
Yeah, I think one more thing that I would like to add here, although Mohit has already covered and spoken about it in detail, but one more thing that makes us different from all the other organizations is the kind of impact that every individual working at UC has directly on the business. So when as a developer, when you create something, you know how it's going to impact your business, how it's going to directly impact your customers, and that's the case for all the other people in other teams as well.
Sure.
So that's the creating an impact is another important that I
Okay,
wanted to
that's
highlight.
great. So Mohit, you have been with Urban Company for the last 5 years, I would say, right?
Yeah.
2015 August now. What do you like about Urban Company? Just one thing
Okay. So
that's something that's the first thing that comes in your mind.
I think passion. I would say, like, that is something, and then I can relate multiple things with it. The strategy, the vision, the kind of money that we spend, the kind of processes that we have, the kind of uh, you know no bullshit culture we have is something which is come under it, right? There have been a lot of cases, and it happens with every company when they start, that there will be ups and downs, right? And there have been like innumerable cases when urban companies stand out across the different startups. When we started in this particular space, probably we were having 300 and 400 competitors at our size. Right now, probably urban company is one of the leading marketplace, right? And there have been a tough journey as well. Like over 3 years ago, 2 years ago, we took a tough call to kind of turn around the business from somewhere we kind of making 50. So we were having two kind of businesses. One is a fixed pricing, one is lead gen business. And in the lead gen business, lead gen business was contributing 50% to the revenue, and we took this tough call. Hey, the lead gen business is having customer experience as a major problem, and it is not going to solve at all in the longer run. It is better to kind of shift the all lead gen business to the fulfillment business, to the fixed pricing business. And that is something that we did. And now is the time when we are probably surpassing all the revenues, the whole. There is no lead gen business existing right now. Thinking of that particular big step, and it is kind of amazing. Like I haven't seen such kind of great moves when you are so young in the industry.
Right.
And yeah.
That's interesting. So last two questions quickly, like a quick fire. What is your thought process on remote work?
So I think remote work, in starting, we were also not very sure, how is it going to play out.
Right.
uh, like any other company, initially 1 month has been challenging for us, because we have to have VPN installed, we have to have everyone having their laptops. There have been customer support and professional support, they were completely on desktop. And we kind of solved it in first 1 month, where we kind of make sure that every person and each and every employee has the laptop with them. And right now, like, each and every person is capable of working remotely. uh, in terms of how do I see remote work, I think this is one of the things where urban company has taken a vows on. that we want to move from the office first company to the remote first company. So there are three type of things. One is remote first, remote friendly, and office first. Before COVID, we were office first. Now there are a lot of companies before COVID as well who were remote friendly, where you can work from home as well. We were not promoting too much of work from home initially, but seeing the performance of the team and the outcome and output that we have seen, we are taking vows in terms of being a remote first company. Okay, where we are now going to open office in Bangalore as well. We are hiring in Bangalore location as well as Gurgaon and NCR location. In terms of the remote company, like we are fine people working remotely as well. But as of now, like there has not been any challenges that I would say where we struggled to get the output. In last 6 months, we actually conducted two hackathons as well in Urban Company, and all two or three products from both the hackathons are actually live in production, and that has created a lot of value. So I think remote first has been our take from this experience of pandemic, and that is something that we are moving towards. And yeah, like overall, we are also going very heavy into being a tech first company, where we do not want to focus on just doing things manually and stuff like that. Whatever ideas that we are having, whatever we have to execute upon, we want it to be tech first, like tech led initiatives across the board, be it finance, be it business, be it operations, be it CX, VX, it doesn't matter. So that is another tough call that we have taken. Yeah.
Awesome. That's great. So last question would be, if you have to, what will be your brief 1 minute pitch to the candidates you would like to attract when it comes to hiring?
See, if all of you like, so Urban Company probably is not the right place for the people who just like to do 9 to 5 job. But Urban Company is going to be an amazing place where the people wants to learn, wants to create impact, wants to have a lot of opinions, have a eager and sense of creating that impact and communicating that up so that you can take up the opportunity, because opportunity is huge. There is no limitations in terms of where at what level you are operating. It doesn't matter whether you are SD1, 2, 3, it doesn't matter. You can approach to our founders as well. It doesn't matter how young or senior you are. And if you have that uh, eagerness to kind of create that impact and communicate that up to the larger audience, then probably Urban Company is the right place for you.
That's great.
In that case, ultimately you have to be focusing on learning, focusing on creating impact, focusing on contributing as a team player, and focusing on being the person who is kind of evolving himself, not based on title but rather based on the work that they have done. If you are able to create the leverage at a right place, the other thing will happen to you automatically, right? So if you are able to create leverage which an SG2 to create, which an SG3 can create, then titles are the proxies for it. It's just for the industry standard. But what we believe is that if you have to create 10x engineering, 10x impact, then the leverage is important. And if you are able to create the leverage not just to your team players but the counter teams as well and the cross team as well, where you communicate to, right?
Yeah.
And then it is going to be a right place for you.
Okay. So for all the candidates who would like to join Urban Clap, you should be curious about learning new stuff. You should be passionate, and you should believe in creating an impact. And I think Urban Clap is the right place in that case for you, right company for you.
Yep.
All right. That's pretty much it. Thank you, Mohit. We have some questions. Anupran, can you just check if you have something to cover?
Right. So similar to the last session, the most yes. So the most recurring question is about the kind of roles that you guys are hiring right now. Your important priorities. Two things I can highlight is most of the people are asking for data science positions. If you guys are hiring for data scientist, and the second one is the product management role. Many people have asked that if you guys are hiring for product managers. Just one thing, Mohit, people are also asking about a lot of non-tech roles. So it would be great if you can highlight some non-tech priorities as well.
Yeah, so I think we are hiring in data scientists, but we are not hiring freshers over there as of now. We are hiring for the senior data scientists. For if I talk about, there have been certain questions around QA and stuff. So we do not have a QA vertical. That is completely decentral. Each and every developer does the quality analysis at this point of time, and we do not intend to have any QA in future as well. Talking about the what are the other questions, Anupran? Like one is
I think
Product management.
product management. So Anupran, I'll take that up. So in terms of product management, we are hiring at mostly at product manager and senior product manager levels. Not a lot of roles at APM and junior levels, to be honest. And in terms of non-tech, we are hiring for a lot of roles on the business side as well. Most of which is into category management roles. Category managers, senior category managers are some recurring roles that we are hiring across the board. So, and people can refer to all the open jobs on I mean for engineering on Cutshore, and for the other roles they could refer to our career page as well, and we could apply to those jobs.
Okay, that's great. So I think a lot of people have a lot of questions. We have tables for you, wherein you can join. And on the candidate side, if they're interested to ask more questions, probably you can join those tables, and we'll be able to answer those in brief. Is
Right.
Because we have another session that is coming up at 1. So
Okay.
all
So
right.
just a reminder for everyone.
That's it.
Just a reminder for everyone, so you guys can follow Urban Company from the event page, just to make sure that you are notified about all the positions that they are hiring for. And people who are interested in directly connecting with Mohit and Sonal, there is an arrangement of tables after this session. You guys can just join those tables. Make sure to keep one seat empty, so that Sonal or Mohit can join that seat, and you can directly interact with them. Just make sure that you ask relevant questions and be polite. 2 things. Okay. It was, yeah. So I think we can end the
It
session.
was pleasure having you.
Yes.
Yeah, it was pleasure having you, Sonal and Mohit. Thanks for sharing all the insights about Urban Company.
Thanks, Neha, for organizing
Thank
this.
you, Neha and Anupran.
Bye-bye.
Great session. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you for the time.
Bye.